My name is Carmen Ramirez, and I'm 75 years old, and I have been very involved in the Farm Workers Union for a long time. I was the first woman of Picun to be the vice president. I was the first woman in the state of Oregon to receive the Cesar Chavez Award, also the first woman to receive the pension of Cesar Chavez, also received an award for the HIV involvement in Woodburn. I was also got the Women's Achievement of the year 2007, and also got some awards from the city of Woodburn the same year.
Wow, el legado de Carmen Ramírez tiene mucho, porque ella empoderó a varias mujeres de continuar. Ella no fue como un ego personal de ella que supiera, sino que lo transmitió a otras mujeres. Carmen me empoderó, me impulsó a que yo sea la persona más que soy. Yo ahora impulso a otras mujeres que se empoderen. Si alguien me ayudó a mí, ¿por qué yo no ayudar a otras? Y más me enfoco en las mujeres jóvenes, porque en el movimiento hay mucho todavía que queda por hacer. No ha terminado.
I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas. My parents were farm workers. My father was from Mexico. My mom was from Austin, Texas, and we were raised in Texas. And basically, we were farm workers, work all the crops in the United States. When we got out of school in May, we went to Minnesota first to do the beets. The beets it's a big process. You start from the beginning until you weed them like 4 times. From there, we went to Wisconsin to do pickles and tomatoes. And from there, we turned back to Texas and did the picking cotton in Lubbock, Texas, and Tyler, Texas, and then continue picking cotton to Arizona, and then back to Texas into September. We're ready for school again. During all that process that was happening, we didn't know that pesticides or chemicals were being sprayed in the products that we were picking. And we would see the planes flying on top of us spraying, and we thought it was rain, so we'd be dancing. Well, us as kids, you look at a plane, it's fun to look at a plane, it's spraying us pesticides. I assume it was pesticide at that time.
It is the story of men and women and children who work 136 days of the year. They travel in buses. They ride trucks. They follow the sun.
In a survey in 21 states conducted by the National Council of Churches, the migrants themselves listed the evils of labor camp life. Bad housing, flies, mosquitoes, dirty beds and mattresses, unsanitary toilets, and lack of hot water for bathing. One employer of hundreds of migrant laborers was asked, are they happy people?
Well, I guess they got a little gypsy in their blood. They just like it. A lot of them wouldn't do anything else. A lot of them don't know any different. That's all they want to do. They love it.
I felt that, I was very skinny, like 90 pounds. I said, oh my God, I don't want to do this. No quiero hacer esto. I don't want to do this because it's too hard for me carrying 125 pounds of sack of cotton. I don't think I want to. I better decide to go into school and finish my school and do something because I don't want to do this the rest of my life. So I said I have to finish my school, which was in 1964. And from there I started, I go into nursing because I need something fast and quick to bring money in. So basically, I went to nursing school and became a pediatric nurse at that time. When I was 22, I got married and moved to California. I didn't like California because it was a fast city, Riverside. So all of a sudden we moved to Portland, Oregon. And then one day I turned the radio on. I said, oh, there's Mexicans around here. The radio, I can hear the music and everything. You're announcing a Mexican fiesta that's gonna be on August. So we decided to come, and that's where we met a lot of people here. And next week we moved to Woodward. And I've been here 45 years. We really liked it. But one of the things that I could see, that I was a nurse and I had so much to provide, and there was no clinic. And then I noticed that the Valley Migrant League was establishing a clinic. I said, well, I want to be part of it. And that we had the money. It was a grant that was given to us. And we started the clinic right away. And I worked 26 years there. Every summer I had to make a schedule and then send letters to all the farm workers that said, we're coming in to do the health screening. And we started having classes. A lot of people don't know what is high blood pressure. A lot of people don't know the HIV. And HIV is nothing, nobody wants to talk about it. So I felt that I did a good health education to our farm workers in Oregon, in Woodburn. I also had a program in La Comunidad, in cable. It was the first program that was in Los Amigos being broadcast in Spanish. I was the host, and basically I brought different persons to speak about diabetes, the hypertension, the HIV, and whatever was happening in the community that was bothering. Pesticide was one of the big thing that we had, and immunization for the children, and prenatal care. When I got involved in Picun, I was working at the clinic, Salud Medical Center, and their office was across from us, and I guess they had an understanding to use the copy machine. One day, I said, what do you guys do there? He says, oh, we're trying to organize the community. And I said, well, can I come? And so that's where I got involved with Picun as a volunteer. So to me, I felt as a nurse in the clinic, I combined that with Picun because it was the same people we were seeing, the same farm workers we were seeing, and I felt that I was also organizing myself and with the farm workers when I went to the camps, and I seen everything that I could see, the poor housing we had for them, the water wasn't that clean, their showers, they didn't have showers, or they didn't have nothing. And that's when we started organizing, well, why not start building housing for farm workers? And that's where I also got involved with the farm workers housing development. And today we have Manacera in town. It's really nice housing for them that's being provided now. In 1986, there's a new law for legalization.
This bill, the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986 that I'll sign in a few minutes, is the most comprehensive reform of our immigration laws since 1952. Future generations of Americans will be thankful for our efforts to humanely regain control of our borders and thereby preserve the value of one of the most sacred possessions of our people, American citizenship.
And then Larry came to me and says, do you want to help us do the legalization? I said, yeah. And we legalized that year 1,400. Basically, I just prepared the whole file, and then it went to Larry, and then it went to translation, and then to immigration. I was asked to be a board member for Picun, and I says, what do you do? He says, oh, we'll just have meetings monthly and see what we're doing for Picun, and we're going in the right direction. I says, okay. And then at the time, so I was like for a year already a board member, and then the elections came. We have an elections every year, and that's when I was nominated as the vice president of Picun. And I was honored to be the first woman to be the vice president.
Carmen Ramírez yo la describo como una mujer muy preparada, muy sabia, que sabe lo que hace. Carmen es una mujer apasionada de hacer el trabajo. Ella pudo invitar a otras mujeres a participar. Cuando ella se fuera, hubiera otras, que se multiplicaran varias Carmes. Eso es lo mejor.
We have to change. We have to be active. And if we want something, we need to go for it. Be part of it.